Hi guys, back again for Lulu's Mysterious Mission. We're on chapter 19. So let's see what's gonna happen. Back from school on Thursday, Lulu was met at the door by Sonia Sophia Solinsky, who said to her, "We must hurry. Your parents return tomorrow night, which means we haven't much time for me to give you your final lesson in basic spycraft." She explained that this final lesson involved several clues that she had hidden all over the house, with each clue leading onward to the next. If Lulu succeeded in following them, which wouldn't be easy to do, she would find at the end what the clues had been leading her to. "Which is what?" Lulu asked. "Tell me, and I'll get started. And I'll get started right away now, and I'll be finished before bedtime." "I wouldn't count on being done before bedtime," said Miss Solinsky, "and you aren't permitted to know in advance what you'll find. In fact, this particular lesson, which ends each set of my spycraft lessons, is known as, here it comes, folks, here it comes, MM, which stands for yes." What's MM stand for?
Mastermind.
Mysterious mission. And that, I sincerely hope, takes care of that. Mysterious mission? Lulu totally loved it. And she knew without a doubt that she would succeed. Indeed, by now, she was positive that she was the best spy in training that Sonia Sophia Solinsky's codename Triple S had ever trained. "Aren't I the best spy in training that you have ever trained?" Lulu asked Miss Solinsky. "Let's not get pushy," Miss Solinsky replied. Then she sat Lulu down in the kitchen, fed her an early supper, and handed her, printed neatly on a note card, the clue to where she could look for her next clue. There's the clue. You see it? I'll read it. "They have their ups, they have their downs. You do not like to use them. This is the 7th one you've owned because you always lose them. Look inside it. That's where I decided to hide it." Lulu narrowed her eyes as she read and reread and then reread and reread the clue. She read it to herself and she read it out loud, after which she turned to Miss Solinsky and asked in a quite snippy tone of voice, "What kind of dopey, dumb, stupid clue is that? Good grief, has Lulu forgotten total obedience?" "Excuse me?" said Miss Solinsky. "What did you say?" Lulu, pulling herself together in the nick of time, replied, "Oh, I only just was saying that this clue was kind of confusing and was wondering if you could give me a little help." Careful attention to each of the words, Miss Solinsky replied, "ought to give you all the help you need. And now I'm going to my room and I don't wish to be disturbed. You're on your own." At the top of the stairs, however, Miss Solinsky stopped for a moment inside and she decided. "Hide it," she said. "As you can see, my little spy in training, you're not the only one who knows how to rhyme. You clever folks reading this story have doubtlessly already figured out what this clue was referring to. But it took Lulu quite a while to think of what goes up and down and how she complains whenever her mom makes her use one, and that she had already lost a green one, a blue one, a plaid one, two flowered ones, and a frog one, making the yellow polka dot one that hung in the front hall closet her 7th. What? What did she lose 7 of? Do you know? Make a guess. Umbrella. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Lulu rushed to the closet, reached inside the hanging umbrella, and found her next clue. Here it is. "I'm in something that rhymes with fox is something that rhymes with eyes, and taped to that second something is a clue. You'll discover it all by yourself on something that rhymes with elf. And there's even something for breakfast tomorrow, too." 2 hours later, and getting close to her bedtime, Lulu came up at last with box and prize and shelf and breakfast cereal. Rummaging through the cereal boxes that stood on a shelf in the kitchen, she eventually pulled out of the toasty, yummy, extra sugar bits a purple plastic superhero, the prize on the back, which was scotch taped her next clue. So there she is, finding it. Look how excited she is. Here's her clue. "Inside of a shoe near the toe awaits what you need next to know." This new clue, so short and simple, made Lulu wonder if Miss Solinsky had run out of rhymes, unless she'd gone soft and was giving Lulu a break. But 3 hours later, and way past her bedtime, Lulu had found no clue in the toe of a shoe, though she'd gone through every shoe in her closet, as well as every shoe in her mom's and her dad's, and even checked out Miss Solinsky's combat boots. Disgusted, discouraged, and exhausted, she lay down on her bed to rest for a few minutes and discovered when she slipped off her sneakers, guess what? That's right, she found a note card neatly tucked into her left sneaker near her big toe. And what we'd all like to know, and that includes me, is how and also when did that clue get in there? There's all those shoes. How did she get it into her shoe? Chapter 20. So if you've ever been on a scavenger hunt with clues, that's what Lulu just did. And she was able to find all the clues. But look, chapter 20 starts out with another clue. She's not done yet. So we have chapter 20, 21, and 22, and that will bring us to the end of Lulu's mysterious mission. But boys and girls, we found out a good clue. Now we know what M stands for in that chapter. We learned it stands for mysterious mission. What's going to happen next? See you next time.